Okay, short video here just to demonstrate between two engines here. Honda GX390, a conventional 13 horsepower Honda engine that is so widely used in the UK. Everybody's familiar with Honda. Honda's a big name. But here's the underdog, which is a Briggs and Stratton. This is a Briggs and Stratton. It's actually a 14 horsepower engine. So we're going to compare the two engines, how they run today on an 06 nozzle, just to show you the wee bit of extra oomph you get with the 14 horses instead of the 13. Just to specify, that's the Briggs and Stratton xr2100 420cc engine, and this is the Honda GX390 engine, coupled to exactly the same pump, which is a RG2120 AR pump, same gearbox on both, exactly the same. So we'll be expecting to get 3000 psi on an 06 nozzle with 21 litres a minute, with no water coming back in the bypass. So you can assess for yourself just how easy the machines are to start. Briggs and Stratton, I think, is nearly even easier to start than a Honda, and definitely you can notice when the load is on the engine, you can notice that the Briggs and Stratton is driving it a lot better than the lesser 13 horsepower Honda engine. So just trying to decide where the best place is to put this camera so you don't have to watch my ugly self. Let me see. Okay, we'll just see what that's like. Not facing into the sun. Okay, or maybe you can see better here. Try there. Okay, so we've got the we'll do the Honda first, okay? We're just using the same lamps in both. So Honda first. On, choke on. Oh dear. Okay, so you can obviously hear the Honda struggling there. As soon as you pull in the trigger, the engine speed, you certainly notice a dip in the engine speed, and you can see the engine is under a certain amount of load there. So let's move over to the Briggs. The Honda, you'll notice there, took about three pulls to start. They do have a habit, if you set them with the fuel left switch on, they do have a habit of flooding quite easily. We'll see what the Briggs is like. It's been sitting with the fuel switched on. So the Briggs is on-off switch is here, as opposed to the Honda, which is here. It's basically the same configuration. The revs are up here, choke and fuel, just displayed in a slightly different way. I actually took a recoil off this, and it fits directly on the GX390, so the recoils are totally interchangeable. If you look at the blueprint of the engine, there's not a lot of difference between the actual design of the two engines. Okay, let's try the Briggs then. think that speaks for itself. You can hear how easy the engine was to start, and you see on the pressure gauge that it's certainly not dying when you pull the trigger in. So the engine itself is about 150 pounds, well, it's about 130 pounds cheaper than the GX390. So I don't know, you know, Honda's good, but Briggs and Stratton is very good too. So get a wee bit of extra poke for your buck. So you're saving a few quid as well. So I think Briggs and Stratton is certainly worth a go. That's it. Thanks very much for watching.